Okay, this is a video to show our new tally light system. This is a 5-channel tally light system, and what you're looking at the moment is the transmitter module. So this is designed to go into the arena or the studio. It's 5 channels, so it allows you to control 5 cameras with individual tally. It's a matter of shorting pins 2 and 3 together, which activates the tally, or by flicking this switch it reverses it. So then by opening pins 2 and 3 will then activate the tally. Runs on 12 volts, has a loop through there so you can then loop that to something else. It also has a Cat5 connector. Pins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shorted to pin 8, which is ground. Pin 8 is ground. Then does exactly the same as this, but it allows you to then just run one cable back to your control room instead of having to run 5 separate XLR cables. So you've got the 2 options there. It just makes it a little easier and quicker to run long lengths. It runs on 433 megahertz, which is a frequency used for things like car alarms and garage door openers. So that's the frequency that's dedicated for products like this. Very small amounts of data. 1,000 meters range, so in most circumstances I don't think there'll be any problem using this on long range events. You could also use a Yagi instead of a whip here. That would also increase that quite substantially. And there won't be any interference from car alarms and so forth, and I'll get to why in a sec. So that's the transmitter. So that then gets received by this product here, which is designed to go onto the camera. So I think probably the best way is just to Velcro. This weighs nothing, it's very light, so just Velcro on the back. That can go on top of the viewfinder or on top of the sled or anywhere that is kind of free to place that. Has 4 LEDs, 1, 2, 3 red ones, and then we have a clear one, very directional clear LED. And the idea is to face that towards your presenter, and then in outdoor environments in full sunlight that will still be visible, where these will probably be a little harder to see in an outdoor situation. So that gives you a very bright LED in one direction. In a studio environment, if that's too much, just something like a little bit of white gaffer over the front of that would certainly calm that down if you find it's too bright. On the back we have 12 volt input, so it's a 4-pin high rose, so we have cables that then break that out to either a 2-pin Anton Bauer that then would plug into our transmitter, because there's an Anton Bauer plug on the back of that. It's a D-tap Anton Bauer, or to a 4-pin that would plug into the camera, or a Limo that would plug into the sled. Antenna to receive the signal, and then also if you wanted to then have a second tally, we have this product here. This is actually an off-the-shelf device made by Data Video, so we've just allowed it to go into that. So you could have this on the camera, and then this could go down on your monitor. So the cameraman would be looking at this. He sees tally on here, and then this would allow the presenter to see it. Or you could actually just put that somewhere which is not in view, underneath the sled, somewhere completely out of the way, and then put that on top of the camera. It Velcros around the viewfinder or Velcros on top of something. That would then allow this to be put somewhere out of the way, and then just bring the tally light up to where you need it. So that's the general package there. So 5 of these work with 1 of these. Underneath this sticker you can actually take this off, and there's dip switches here that select channels 1 to 5. At the moment I've got this selected to channel 1, so we would use this channel here, and then that tally light would activate. So you're able to select any one of the 5 channels under a dip switch situation. Now we also have a repeater system. So the idea is this will receive the signal from the transmitter, it will delay it for 100 milliseconds and then retransmit it again. Because this does kind of 2 jobs. This will allow you to put this like in between 2 studios or 2 environments, an indoor outdoor of a stadium. This will receive the signal from the transmitter and then retransmit it into a different area. So that's its main job, is to repeat it to give you further range. The other job is to give you a secondary transmit, to give you more guarantee that the signal will get through. So if you were to put this on, say, one side of the studio and this on the other side of the studio, then the signal is transmitted, it's received, but for whatever reason, if it didn't get received, this would receive it and then retransmit it again 100 milliseconds later, which would then allow a second chance for the receiver to pick up the signal. Of course, if it picked up the signal in the first instance, it just then ignores it. The way the system's programmed is that every time there is a change, it transmits instantly, and then it then transmits again 1 second later as a kind of double, as a chance to get received again, and then it transmits the signal every 5 seconds unless there is a change, and then it transmits again instantly. So there's a lot of redundancy built into this, so in a noisy environment, or if there's something else in the channel, there's a lot of chances for the signal to get received a second time, a second later, and then every 5 seconds it will get updated with the same signal. So that's the Tally system. It's shipping now. It's about a 3-week delivery time, and that should allow all the Tally issues that aren't able to be done through the full telemetry system. Without using a CCU, the full telemetry system, you have to modify the RCP to allow you to use the telemetry through the RCP or through the telemetry system. So this gets around that problem. It obviously also can be used with any system, indeed, wired or wireless cameras or any branded wireless cameras.